All right, guys, we're coming up on the end of the show, but just as a reminder, if you have not subscribed to the channel, I would love for you to subscribe to the channel today. YouTube makes it dang near impossible for me to grow my audience, not only because they delete subscribers from my channel literally every night, but they also don't serve my content to people if they're not subscribed. 90% of the people who watch my content are subscribed to my channel. That used to be like 30%. I don't think it's that I'm just so good and focused that I have captured all the audience that's interested in my content. I just think YouTube ain't serving my content. So if you like what you're seeing here, if you're enjoying the show so far, please make sure you're subscribed. I stream every day, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday at 5 p.m. So pop back if you haven't seen my content in a minute. But I do always like to end with some fun things. Let's talk about a murder over mayonnaise. Now, regular viewers of my channel know that I believe that mayonnaise is basically terrorism. I think that mayonnaise is disgusting. I think it's gross. If you try to put mayonnaise on something in my vicinity, I will make a face. My husband eats the most disgusting concoction ever. He's probably eating it right now because he knows I'm upstairs and I'm not going to catch him. But what he does is he makes ramen noodles and he puts eggs in them and then he puts hot dogs and then he puts mayonnaise. And it's the grossest thing that I've ever seen in my life, and that's why he has to eat it when I'm not around. But I think mayonnaise is gross. Which is why I really don't understand why a fight over mayonnaise would lead to murder. Like, come on. Let's read what happened. Iowa man sentenced to life in prison after killing his friend in a fight over mayonnaise. Mayonnaise. You knew. I told you guys mayonnaise was terrorism. You guys didn't believe me. I told you it was terrorism. Mayonnaise has literally led to death. I think ranch dressing is gross too, just so we're clear. I see people talking about ranch dressing in the chat. Ranch is gross as well. No, no, thumbs down, denied. Ranch is possibly more gross to me than mayonnaise. It's a texture thing. An Iowa man was sentenced to life behind bars for murdering a friend he repeatedly ran over with a pickup truck after a fight about mayonnaise. Christopher, now 29, used his truck to ram Caleb, 30, outside a cafe in a small town on December 17th, 2020. Christopher initially drove away and then came back and ran over Caleb 2 more times. So these guys were really pissed. This is what mayonnaise does to people. This is what mayonnaise and ranch dressing does to people. The dude had been drinking out at a bar with another person earlier in the night in nearby Moorhead, but things took a turn when Christopher spread mayo on Caleb's food, which riled Caleb and sparked a bar fight. The furious Christopher called Caleb half-brother Craig Pryor on the way to the cafe and threatened to set Caleb's house on fire and shoot him, the newspaper said. Pryor later came to Dave's Old English old home in Pisgah, where the confrontation was brewing. Christopher eventually rammed his truck into Pryor's and then rammed Caleb. Christopher's first blow to Caleb did not kill him. He can be heard screaming for his brother Craig. Rather than just leave, Christopher went down the street, turned around, and came back to strike Caleb a second time. To be sure he completed the job, Christopher drove his truck over Caleb one last time. Christopher then drove off, but his truck broke down a short while later. On the phone, he told Pryor that he had killed Caleb, according to the verdict. Christopher was convicted after a bench trial in December and sentenced on Monday to life in prison in an argument that was started over mayonnaise. Now, Nat D says French onion dip. I can get behind French onion dip. French onion dip is wonderful. I used to make a great French onion dip. Barbecue sauce is fine. What other condiments? What other condiments should we peruse? Mayo is like mayonnaise for me is like the most offensive condiment by far. But I guess ranch dressing is kind of there because you people who like ranch dressing, you put ranch on everything. You like carry ranch dressing around in your purse. I don't understand it at all. Blue cheese is good. Not so much the dressing, like blue cheese in general. I'm a big fan of blue cheese. But even if I'm having like buffalo wings or something, no dressing. It's like the dressing has a consistency for me that I just do not respond to. Relish is best in Chicago when it is on a Chicago style hot dog. I like the relish when they make it extra green and they put it on the hot dog with the peppers and the tomatoes, and you're not allowed to have any ketchup on a hot dog in Chicago. Mustard is good. I'm fine with mustard. I actually make, okay, so fun fact, I make deviled eggs, and people are always like, Carlin, if you hate mayonnaise so much, then how do you make deviled eggs? I'll tell you how I make deviled eggs with mustard. When I make deviled eggs, I do put just a tiny bit of mayo, just a touch, and I have to shut my eyes when I do it. I just put a little bit. I mix it up really quickly so I can't see the mayonnaise anymore, and then I add mustard and dill. And if you do those things, your deviled eggs will be fantastic. You sprinkle a little bit more dill on top. You can put some bacon on if you want. Fantastic. Guac is the best. I once won a guacamole making contest at a job I had. It was a blind taste test. I beat like 6 other types of guacamole because I had lots of garlic and lots of salt and lots of lime in my guacamole. I even beat someone thought he was being funny and he made a guac with bacon, thinking the bacon would automatically overrule all other types of guacamole. No, mine won. Blind taste test. Anyway, wasabi? No, thumbs down. Well, I'm glad we've bonded over condiments, guys. We all know where each other stands now. We all know where each other stands. You're either with mayonnaise or you're against it. And if you're against mayonnaise, you're on my team. If you're against mayonnaise, if you're with mayonnaise, no. Nope. We're going to have to hash that out. But I wanted to end today by saying a great big thank you to the Bay Area GOP because they all watched my webinar that I did last week. I don't know how many people here. I gave a webinar on Tuesday, just an introduction to critical race theory and what it is and some evidence. And I answered a whole ton of questions. I had some great questions. There were like 300 people in the webinar, but I loved seeing this picture on Twitter of the Bay Area GOP headquarters with all these parents gathered around watching the recording of my webinar. And I just thought that that was awesome. And I want to encourage you, if you have groups, you guys can all access the recording of this webinar. So how you access it, because I haven't updated the website yet, but I will be updating the website. But how you can access it right now is to go to Actively Unwoke and go to live events. And what you want to do is, so it says it was on February 1st, which it was. But if you click right now on this promo, what's going to happen is it's going to take you to a landing page. And on that landing page is going to be a recording. And you can click on the play button and put in your name and email address because that's just how the system works. And you get access to the recording. So if you missed the live webinar on Tuesday, you can still watch that recording. And I strongly encourage you to do so and pass it on to your friends and family. Get together with a group. Man, if you guys are going to watch this webinar as a group, let me know. If you guys want me to present this webinar, and I will be doing additional live versions of this webinar, I'm thinking I'm going to do it like once a month, a live version to just like get this information out there and get the ball rolling. But if you guys want me to come and present this webinar to your group, just email me. Just go to, hang on, I'll show you how you get in touch with me. I have some dirty liars on the internet spreading vicious rumors about emailing me through my website. They're saying, Carlin, if you're emailed through the website, they have access to your personal information. Well, that's not true. Well, I do need your personal information to be able to respond to you. But just go to contact, fill out this contact form. And if you want me to come present the webinar to one of your groups, I'm happy to do that. I would love to do that. If you want to Zoom me in to talk to one of your groups about critical race theory and to answer their questions, I'm happy to do that as well. Just reach out to me through the contact form. Now, if you do want me to respond to you, I am going to have to know how to get in touch with you. But in theory, you could literally put a fake name, a fake email address, and fake message. but I'm not going to be able to respond to you if you do that. But contrary to rumors spread on the internet about people emailing me through my website, I do not actually get instant access to your email address. So you got to make sure you give a way for me to contact you if you want me to contact you, but I'm glad to do it. All right, guys, that's all I have for effed up news this week. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm starting to lose my voice a little bit. Now, just a reminder that if you want to support the work I'm doing, please make sure you head over to kb.locals.com/support and become a supporter in my locals community. You can sign up for $5 a month. You can also sign up for $50 a year, which gives you 2 months for free. You can also make a one-time gift. I do want to send a very special thank you to the 11 new annual supporters that signed up in the past couple days to allow me to broadcast an equity training for Spy Stream next month. We're looking forward to that. That's going to be awesome. But I'm really looking forward to tomorrow night at 7 p.m. when we have our next local Zoom call. So you guys have plenty of time to get involved there.